Hi, my name is Michael Lai with Asian Feed. It's great to be with both of you today.
Same.
Thank you.
To start off, Selenis, can you tell me a bit about Lopez versus Lopez?
Lopez versus Lopez is a story. It's a multicam, a story about a father and daughter, Mayan Lopez and George, trying to remedy their relationship after a couple of several years of absence due to um, a not so great relationship with the ex-wife. These two find themselves together again, and a lot of time has passed, and they're trying to recreate. They're trying to make it right individually, understanding that they also have done things that haven't been right to get them where they are, but they're really trying their best with love, compassion, and a lot of comedy to find peace and to find that union again. And I play Rosie, the ex-wife, and I am also in my own way trying to find peace, and trying to make things right, not only with George and with Mayan, but also with myself. So it's a story about a family that's flawed, but really trying to make the best out of situations with a lot of love. And the foundation of this show really is love and respect for each other, and just trying to make it right.
Awesome, that's amazing. George, can you tell me a bit about how the show was conceptualized and brought to life?
When I was listening to you speak, it's so opposite of my real life. I do better in real life with less people around me. I just think I've kind of grown up to where I just was kind of like the world that I lived in was so unfriendly. So in developing Lopez versus Lopez, I mean, you're dealing again with somebody who would feel more comfortable being in the back room when everyone is celebrating Christmas, or being not knowing what to say when everybody is standing around the table and they're saying what they're thankful for. So all of those things, knowing that those things make me uncomfortable, are, I think, the things that make the shows that I do more real. And then, to see Mayan also follow, I want to say my own footsteps, in her own footsteps, but also, I didn't make her life in some parts of it easy. And, even though we've reconciled in some of our personal issues, to go and do the show about those issues, yeah, it's great for people to see, but also it's never really kind of been done in TV. So to be able to do a show where when people see the pilot episode, you look at people that already look like they're invested in each other, which we are, but where potentially this show can go, I think it could be one of those shows like Soap, or like Family Ties, that stays in kind of people's minds longer than the show is on.
Yeah.
Amazing. And I think what makes the show so fun to watch is just seeing the dynamic between the entire cast. What was the atmosphere like filming on set?
It's always fun. It's always so supportive. We're having a great time, and I'm telling you, I think it was like episode 2 or 3, and I'm thinking, this doesn't feel new. This feels familiar to me. And the last time I had that familiar feeling was on Orange is the New Black. I remember that first season thinking, I don't know, it was streaming, it was new. So I was like, I don't know who's going to watch, but we're having a great time, And in this case, I'm like, I know who's going to watch, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to watch this thing and have a great time. But it just feels so familiar that there are moments where I'm like, I almost feel like a thief, because I'm like, I'm getting paid to have a really great time with people that I am enjoying. It just doesn't feel like work. And I guess that's the beauty of finding what you love in life, right? When you do what you love in life, it doesn't feel like work. And I always say that to young people when they always say, like, what's your advice? I'm like, find what you love and run with it. And I think that's where we are with the show. Here we are, episode 7, and we are fully, like, we look at each other and it's just gratitude. I'm in awe of every single cast member that we have, from our guests to recurrings to our family unit. It's bizarre. I don't know what it is that's happening, but I don't want it to end.
Yeah, very true.
Got it. And Selenis, you mentioned Orange is the New Black. How did starring in this show compare to some of your past roles?
Well, this is comedy. This is a whole new world. With Orange, it was dark comedy. So I had moments of, that were comedic, but for the most part, now it's like flipped. So on this show, it's all comedy with moments of dramatic, pauses. I think it's better for the soul to do a comedy than it is to do the dark drama that I have been doing for so long. I did a movie last year with John Boyega that is out now, Breaking. And that, I remember just thinking how tired I was, emotionally, physically, like mentally exhausted. And I was like, this is too much. But with this show, it's a feel good. I feel great. I don't know, I have more energy and I'm having a good time. Life is hard as it is. Like, we're all going through so much just worldwide. So comedy is the medicine, and that's what we're providing here. And I'm having a good dose of it every day, and I love it.
And I've also seen, a show that like the first show where we were filming it and it hadn't been on yet. So I got to see the show and the people start to be recognized, and the show start to get watched. And then when you went somewhere, they would be like, "Hey, I love your show," and you see that kind of build for years. And it's a little bit more exciting this time because of the Mayan and Selenis, and that I've been away for 15 years, and to come back and to just see of having almost like, if you were, I love boxing analogies, and the guy wins when he's young, and then he gets another chance to fight again, and he's a little bit older, and he gets another chance to be champ again, and to remember all of those things that came with being a champion that I get to see in this show. And November 4th beyond, everything's going to change. So this month is one of those months where we're all going to be around each other, and then a month later, or going into Christmas break, we're going to see how people respond to this show after they've seen 4 or 5 episodes, which I think they're going to love.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much for your time today. It was an absolute pleasure. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Well done.